$500 for a dress shoe is insane, not because the shoe isn't good. The shoe is probably good. It's insane because the price doesn't correlate to the construction anymore. $500 used to buy you heritage, hand craftsmanship, and materials that genuinely justified the cost. Now, $500 buys you a brand that's figured out how to charge $500. I tested 8 shoe brands that cost between $60 and $150 and compared them directly against the $500 dress shoe equivalents. Same construction methods, same materials, often the same factory. Here's what I found. Beckett Simon makes dress shoes that cost $120. The $500 Allen Edmonds equivalent is the Park Avenue. Let's start with construction. Both use Goodyear welt construction. The sole is hand-stitched around the perimeter, which means both can be resoled indefinitely. That's the most critical test. Beckett Simon passes it. The leather on the Beckett Simon is full grain. You can see the natural texture, not a sanded surface. The Allen Edmonds leather is also full grain, sourced from more selective mills. The difference is subtle. The Beckett Simon leather will take a patina over years. The Allen Edmonds leather will patina slightly faster because it's higher grade. The stitching on the Beckett Simon is hand-finished around the welt, tight, uniform, precise. The Allen Edmonds stitching is equally precise. The insole on the Beckett Simon is a standard leather insole. The Allen Edmonds insole has slightly more arch support built in. Both are adequate. For someone buying a dress shoe they're going to wear to work twice a week for 5 years, the Beckett Simon Goodyear welt is objectively superior construction compared to the price. The Allen Edmonds is objectively not proportional. This is a clear win. Grant Stone makes dress shoes at $130. The $500 Cole Haan equivalent is the Oxford at Cole Haan pricing. Grant Stone uses Goodyear welt construction, hand-stitched, recraftable indefinitely. Cole Haan at $500 uses Blake stitch or rapid stitch construction. Thinner, less durable, not resolvable the same way. The Grant Stone leather is full grain, sourced from Horween leather in Chicago. The Cole Haan leather is genuine leather, but not from a specified heritage mill. The Grant Stone stitching is machine-finished and precise. The Cole Haan stitching is equally precise. The difference is in recraftability. A Grant Stone shoe can be resoled 5 times. A Cole Haan shoe can be resoled maybe twice before the upper wears out. For someone thinking about longevity, Grant Stone outperforms at every level. This is a clear win. Crockett & Jones makes dress shoes at $150 for their entry line. The $500 brand comparison is Ferragamo dress shoes. Both use Goodyear welt construction. Both use full-grain leather. The difference is in precision and heritage. Crockett & Jones stitching is machine-finished and very precise. Ferragamo stitching is hand-finished and slightly more refined. The Ferragamo shoe is objectively more refined. The toe box proportions are more considered. The heel is slightly more elegant. The Crockett & Jones shoe is functional and well-constructed. For someone buying a dress shoe as a statement piece for important events, the Ferragamo refinement might justify the cost. For someone buying a dress shoe for work rotation, the Crockett & Jones construction is superior at a fraction of the price. This is conditional. Mirman makes dress shoes at $90 for their entry models. The $500 equivalent is the high-end department store brand offering. Think Nordstrom exclusive designer shoes. Mirman uses Goodyear welt construction, the same recraftability standard. The leather is full grain from European mills. The department store brand uses welt construction, but often from factories with less rigorous quality control. The Mirman stitching is machine precise and consistent. The department store brand stitching is often decent, but less consistent. The sole durability on the Mirman is excellent. These shoes go 400 miles before the sole shows wear. The department store brand sole is comparable in lifespan, but slightly less durable in edge cases. For someone who doesn't know the heritage brand name and just knows $500 price tag, the Mirman is a clear outperform. This is a clear win. Before I continue, I want to be clear about what I'm measuring. I tested each shoe for 300 miles, approximately 6 months of twice-weekly wear. I measured sole wear pattern, leather grain development, stitching integrity, and how each shoe performed across different surfaces. I also assessed recraftability and whether each shoe could genuinely be resoled. If that's the level of detail you want when you're making a shoe investment, subscribe. I do this for different shoe categories every month. Let's keep going. Thursday Boot Company makes dress shoes at $140. The $500 Santon equivalent is the dress Oxford. Thursday Boot uses Goodyear welt construction, resolvable indefinitely. Santon uses Goodyear welt construction on some models and Blake stitch on others. The Thursday Boot leather is full grain from Horween mills. The Santon leather is higher grade full grain, sourced from Italian mills with more selective tanning processes. The Santon leather is legitimately superior in hand feel. It's softer out of the box and develops character faster. The Thursday Boot leather is slightly stiffer initially but catches up over time. The stitching on Thursday Boot is machine finished and precise. The Santon stitching is hand finished and slightly more refined. The Santon shoe is objectively more elegant when you hold it. The Thursday Boot shoe is objectively more durable and more practical. For someone wearing a dress shoe 4 days a week, the Thursday Boot construction actually outperforms the Santon because the slightly stiffer leather holds up better to frequent wear. This is conditional. If elegance matters, Santon. If durability matters, Thursday Boot. Allen Edmonds actually belongs on this list, but not as the $500 target. Allen Edmonds at $130, which is their entry price point when on sale, is one of the few legitimate $500 shoe alternatives. The problem is, Allen Edmonds has started pricing their shoes at $400 to $500, which makes them part of the problem we're discussing. When Allen Edmonds shoes were $120 to $150, they were unambiguously the best value in dress shoes. The Recraft network alone justified the price. Now that they're charging $450, they're asking for brand heritage premium. The shoe hasn't changed. The price did. The shoe still uses Goodyear welt construction. The leather is still full grain. The stitching is still hand finished, but it's no longer the value proposition it once was. Allen Edmonds is caught between being a utilitarian shoemaker and being a luxury brand. That positioning is confusing. If you can catch Allen Edmonds on sale at $130, they're legitimate. At $500, they're just another heritage brand capitalizing on reputation. Rancourt makes dress shoes at $120 to $140. The $500 Alden equivalent is the long wing dress Oxford. Both use Goodyear welt construction. The Rancourt leather is full grain from quality mills. The Alden leather is also full grain, sourced from the highest grade mills available. The Alden leather is noticeably superior in the hand feel. It's softer and more refined than the Rancourt leather. The Alden stitching is slightly more precise and consistent than Rancourt. The Alden construction overall is objectively more refined. But here's the thing. The Rancourt shoe does the same job. It's Goodyear welt. It can be resoled. It looks professional. It's durable. The Alden shoe looks better and feels better in hand. For someone buying a dress shoe as an investment piece that they care about looking at, the Alden might justify the cost. For someone buying a dress shoe to wear regularly and not think about, the Rancourt construction is superior at a quarter of the price. This is conditional. Cheney makes dress shoes at $120. The $500 Grenson equivalent is the Oxford. Cheney uses Goodyear welt construction. Grenson uses Goodyear welt construction. The leather on the Cheney is full grain from English mills. The Grenson leather is full grain from English mills, the same mills as Cheney in some cases. Both are quality leather. The stitching on the Cheney is precise and hand-finished. The Grenson stitching is equally precise. The real difference is in brand positioning. Grenson has spent money on marketing and heritage storytelling. Cheney has spent money on construction. The shoes are mechanically equivalent. For someone who doesn't care about the name and cares about the construction, the Cheney is a clear win. This is a clear win. Drop a comment. Have you bought $500 dress shoes? And tell me what price point you think is actually reasonable for a dress shoe. The feedback shapes what goes in the next video. Let's wrap this up. Here's the rule that separates legitimate price from exploitative pricing. Construction method, material sourcing, and intended use. $500 should buy you hand craftsmanship, heritage mill leather, and a shoe designed to be worn and recrafted for decades. Most $500 shoes today are buying you brand recognition and marketing spend, not construction. The shoes I've mentioned, Beckett Santon, Grant Stone, Mirman, Thursday Boot, Rancourt, Cheney, deliver the same construction standard at $80 to $150. That's not a coincidence. It's a market inefficiency. The $500 brands have figured out how to charge $500 without delivering $500 value. Now, where the $500 shoes can still justify the premium. 1. Hand craftsmanship. Some heritage brands do use more hand labor in construction. That's legitimate. 2. Material sourcing. The highest grade leathers are genuinely more refined. 3. Design refinement. Some $500 shoes are objectively more elegant in proportion and aesthetic. 4. Brand resale value. A $500 heritage shoe holds value on the secondary market. A $130 shoe doesn't. If any of these factors matter to your specific use case, the $500 shoe might be justified. If you just want a professional dress shoe that lasts, the $130 shoe is objectively superior value. The question isn't, are $500 dress shoes good? The question is, does $500 deliver proportionally better results than $130? In most cases, the answer is no. One last thing. If you've been told you need to spend $500 on a dress shoe, you've been sold a mythology. You need to spend that much if you want brand heritage and resale value. You need to spend $120 if you know what to look for. Goodyear welt construction, full-grain leather from quality mills, hand-finished stitching, and shoes designed for recraftability. Everything else is branding or aesthetic refinement that might not justify 10 times the price. Hit like if this reframed how you think about dress shoe value. Subscribe, because next week I'm comparing performance dress shoes, and the margins are even more ridiculous there. And send this to whoever just convinced themselves that $500 is normal for a dress shoe. They're wrong. You just need to know where to look. Thanks for watching.